Alrighty, so I did it. I switched out that sensitive blue Zushi X Papaya for one of the ones I had sitting out here. See, I left this one out here because, you know, it suffered just a little bit more damage than the other one. So I chose the one that had less damage on it from the old growth. Those that have been following along for a while know what I'm talking about. But here's that sensitive plant. I already bent it over. You know, see, the lower growth is doing better, but this top growth is, I'd say, damn near finked. You know, that's a dinked little plant, that. So whatever happens to it, happens to it. I don't really care. It's an extra as far as I'm concerned, because I've got this one here doing much better. You know, and I had them lined up over here, but in the morning this rail shades them out real bad, so I moved the plants around. Now they're over here where they get a lot more light throughout the day. The Slurrmancoos are actually doing pretty good. It's hard for me to show you, but I'll do my best. You know, we got all kinds of little nug sites going on. Maybe I can show you better if I get out of the way of the light. So there. And here's the other one. It's a little bit smaller, but again, it's going to have all kinds of sites on it. And definitely seems like an early flower genetic, which is really great, you know, up here in the Great White North with our short old seasons. It's hard to find genetics that actually flower early enough to properly finish outside. Not, oh, the plant's done. No, finish outside before the rot comes. Because where I'm at least, we get wet ends of the season. Get off me. So that's what's going on there. The walnuts coming around, they came back around. You see, last year they didn't quite get all the chill hours they needed, so I was a little worried, but they came back around. So, yeah. I'll show you the plants inside. I think they would have dried off from the water, and so might as well show you them. Just a sec. They're sort of dried off, you know, maybe just. Some of them still have some wet spots on them, like that right there. But, yeah. There's the one I chose to come inside. You see, it's got this damaged leaf here from the diatomaceous earth or whatever dryback I did, right? But it's only got the one, maybe two, that's all that bad. So that's why I chose to bring this one inside. And if you look, they're kind of, it's hard to show. It's awful hard to show. I can see it in real life easy, but showing is a different thing. They're kind of just, I would say the ones outside there are just getting ready to push that stretch. So, you know, ideal time to say, hey, whoa, some long days coming for you. So, and here's the sister plant that was inside the whole time. This one's the one that has the different leaf shape, which is why I chose it, because all the rest looked basically identical. It's doing great. It's liking what's going on in here, you know. Another plant that was doing really bad is this one right here. You can see it's starting to come back around. Now it was right in line. This fan was up all the way and pointing right at that one. So, you know, I changed the angle. So now it kind of just goes over the top a little bit, kind of at this level, just keeping the airflow going around. The humidifier, one sec, I'll show you what the humidity's at right now. It's dim. Right there, 79. So it drops from about 80 to 85. It'll drop when the fan turns on. It'll drop down to about 68. And then the exhaust turns off and the humidity comes back up. They're all looking good. You see there's no water in between them, which means that I didn't overwater. You see, this is an organic system where I just add water and I top dress once they're out of Once they start showing deficiency, I'll top dress. Maybe a little bit before, like first signs of deficiencies. So I don't really have to worry about ECs and part per million, whatever. I don't worry about none of that. I don't worry about runoff because I'm not putting salts into the soil. That's a synthetic issue, not an organic issue. The plant takes what it wants to take when you're in organic. There is another plant that's doing, well, I guess two plants that are doing not great. There's this one over here, which, yeah, it's starting to maybe come around. Might just be a very sativa dominant cross on that pheno. And then there's this one here. Just a tiny little like it's a small little thing. So that one might just head outside because, I don't know, maybe something's going on with the plant that's not seen. Might just throw that one outside just because of how stunted and behind everything else it is. So, yeah. But that, I'm fine with that. They were all the same anyway. That was the only one that came up any different. So, yeah. There's your kind of midweek update. Looking out and seeing it. Oh, the males have started to produce little balls, but it's all three of them. None of them are looking like they're going to open. So I'm going to keep an eye on them, because any of them that open during veg, that's not really a good sign. But if I don't have one that doesn't do that, I don't have one that doesn't do that. But I do have multiple males other than, I got that male, and I think one of those ones there is a male. So if all three of them show that they're unstable and the ones in here show that they are stable, well, you guys know the drill. The unstable ones get cut off, thrown away, destroyed, whatever it is. So, yeah. Because this is so these ones with the little tags, they're not really involved with the pheno hunt. The rest of this is in a pheno hunt. That's what the red cups are. The red cups are my genetic that I made myself and have been breeding for a while. I'm just trying to find a really awesome set of mothers and a good male to continue the seed lineage in. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Anyways, okay, thanks, bye.